What if I told you the secret to hitting 100 isn't locked in your DNA, it's sitting on your plate? Yeah, for years, scientists, doctors, even your nosy neighbor have been obsessed with cracking the longevity code. Genetics? Sure, it's part of the puzzle, but the real star, what you eat every single day. Think about the blue zones, places like Okinawa, Japan, and Sardinia, Italy, where people don't just live to 100, they throw parties for it. What's their trick? It's not fancy supplements or secret potions. It's their food, real unprocessed stuff packed with vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats. Diets that keep their bodies running smooth, cutting down risks of heart disease, diabetes, even that foggy memory we all dread. Now, let's zoom in on someone who didn't just talk the talk, he walked it. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, Japan's legendary forever young doctor, made it to 105. At 100, he said he felt like a peppy 70-year-old. At 101, he hopped on a plane to New York to give a lecture. His secret weapon, simple, smart eating habits he stuck to his whole life. And don't worry, we're unpacking those habits today. In this video, we're counting down the top 6 longevity foods science can't stop raving about. Plus, stick around, because at the end, I'm spilling Dr. Hinohara's exact daily diet, including his weird but genius olive oil breakfast trick. Okay, quick reality check. Food isn't a magic wand, but pick the right stuff, and it can boost your energy, your health, and your shot at a long, awesome life. Oh, and if you're vibing with this so far, hit that like button. I would love to know where you are joining me from today. Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Let's dive in. Number 1, leafy greens, nature's multivitamin. Okay, imagine a food so loaded with power it's basically an anti-aging hack you can eat. That's leafy greens for you. Spinach, kale, arugula, all those vibrant, crinkly leaves. These aren't just the sad side salad you push around your plate. They're like a secret weapon for your body. Let's break it down. First off, they're bursting with vitamins that do serious work. Vitamin A keeps your eyes on point. Think night vision, no glasses needed. Vitamin C, that's your skin's best friend, giving you that glow people notice. And vitamin K, it's quietly making sure your bones stay strong, so you're not creaking when you hit 80. Together, it's like a daily tune-up for your whole system. Then there's the fiber. It's not glamorous, but picture it like a broom for your gut, sweeping out toxins, keeping things moving, and stopping those wild blood sugar spikes that leave you crashing. It's the kind of steady energy that keeps you going, not just surviving. And here's where it gets wild. These greens are packed with anti-inflammatory compounds. That's science speak for stuff that calms down the invisible chaos in your body. Little fires that age you faster or worse, up your cancer risk. Studies aren't 100% locked in, but the signs? They're pointing to leafy greens as a quiet fighter in your corner. Now, let's jet over to Okinawa, one of those blue zones where people live forever, or at least it feels that way. They're crazy about Goya, a bitter melon that's basically a leafy green on steroids. It's a daily staple there, and locals swear it's part of why they're blowing out 100 candles like it's no big deal. Bitter? Sure. But when it's tied to that kind of lifespan, you might just start craving it. So yeah, leafy greens aren't flashy, but they're doing heavy lifting behind the scenes. Toss them in your next meal, and you're already stacking the deck for a longer, sharper life. Number 2, fermented foods, your gut's best friend. All right, here's a wild fact to chew on. Your gut's basically a second brain. It's not just digesting lunch, it's calling shots on how you feel, how you age, even how you fight off colds. So, how do you keep it happy? Fermented foods. Think kimchi, yogurt, miso, that tangy, funky stuff teeming with probiotics. Yet it's alive, and that's why it's so good for you. Let's unpack this. First, your gut's home to about 70% of your immune system. That's right, most of your body's defense squad is hanging out down there. Probiotics? They're like the security team, keeping the bad guys in check and making sure your immune game stays strong. Colds don't stand a chance when your gut's got backup. Then there's this cool thing called the gut-brain axis. Ever notice how stress hits your stomach first? That's not a coincidence. A healthy gut pumps out signals that can dial down anxiety and lift your mood. So, a spoonful of yogurt isn't just food. It's a chill pill for your mind, too. Who knew sauerkraut could be so zen? And here's the big one. Fermented foods fight inflammation. That's the sneaky troublemaker behind wrinkles, joint pain, and a whole lot of aging woes. By cooling that fire, these foods help you stay spry and looking sharp, like a natural anti-aging trick you can eat. Now, let's swing back to Dr. Hinohara, our 105-year-old rock star. He was all about miso soup, drank it every day. Nothing fancy, just a warm bowl of fermented goodness. Cheap, simple, and packed with those gut-loving probiotics. He didn't need a lab to tell him it worked. He felt it, living past 100 with energy most of us dream of at 50. Probiotics. So, fermented foods. They're not just a trendy health kick. They're your gut's best friend, and a happy gut means a happier, longer you. Next time you're at the store, grab some kimchi. Your body and your brain will thank you. Number 3, whole grains, the slow burn energy secret. Let's clear the air. Carbs aren't the bad guy. Fake carbs are. You know, the white bread, the sugary junk that spikes your energy, then dumps you on the couch. But whole grains, quinoa, brown rice, oats, those are like little energy time capsules, built to keep you going without the crash. Here's why they're a game changer. First up, fiber. It's the hero in every bite of whole grains. It keeps you full so you're not raiding the fridge an hour later. It steadies your blood sugar. No more roller coaster rides that leave you wiped out. And here's a bonus. It grabs onto bad cholesterol and drags it out of your system like a bouncer tossing troublemakers. Your heart's quietly cheering for that one. Then there's magnesium, the unsung champ tucked inside. It's like a personal trainer for your heart, keeping blood pressure in check the natural way. No pills, no fuss, just a bowl of oats doing its thing. Studies show people who eat whole grains regularly have happier tickers, and who doesn't want that kind of backup as the years roll on. Now let's hop over to Sardinia, one of those blue zones where centenarians are basically the norm. Their secret weapon, sourdough barley bread. They eat it every day, not some bloated processed loaf, but the real deal. It's hearty, it's packed with nutrients, and it doesn't leave you feeling like a balloon. Just pure, slow-burn fuel that keeps them kicking well past 100. So whole grains aren't here to trick you. They're the real deal. Swap out the fake stuff for quinoa or brown rice, and you're not just eating. You're setting yourself up for steady energy, a stronger heart, and a body that's ready to roll, no matter your age. Next time you're cooking, think Sardinian. Go for the good grains. Your future self will nod in approval. Number 4, olive oil, liquid gold. All right, forget those overpriced face serums. Olive oil might just be the real deal. Dr. Hinohara, our 105-year-old legend, didn't mess around. He downed a tablespoon of it every morning, straight up. Drank it like a shot. Crazy? Maybe. Brilliant? Definitely. Let's break down why this stuff's basically liquid gold for your body. First, it's a heart protector. Those monounsaturated fats? They're like a cleaning crew for your arteries, scrubbing away the gunk that can clog things up. Heart disease is a top life shortener, but olive oil's out here playing defense, keeping blood flowing smooth and easy. Studies back this up. People who use it regularly tend to have happier, healthier hearts. Then there's your brain. Olive oil's got polyphenols, fancy little compounds that might just be your mind's bodyguard. Research hints they can help stop those nasty Alzheimer's plaques from building up, keeping your memory sharp when others start misplacing their keys. It's not a cure, but it's a solid assist for staying quick-witted as the years pile on. And don't sleep on your skin. Vitamin E there's like an inside-out wrinkle fighter. Forget slathering creams. Olive oil works from within, keeping your skin smooth and bouncy while the sun and time try to rough it up. Dr. Hinohara probably didn't care about selfies, but at 100 he still looked good for his age. Coincidence? I don't think so. Now here's the pro tip. Don't just sip it, drizzle it everywhere. On your salad, your veggies, heck, even your coffee if you're feeling wild. It's not just a cooking oil, it's a lifestyle. In places like Sardinia, they practically bathe their food in it, and they're outliving most of us. So grab that bottle of extra virgin, make it your kitchen go-to. One splash and you're giving your heart, brain and skin a little love. Dr. Hinohara knew the trick. Maybe it's time we all caught up. Number 5, nuts and seeds, the longevity snack. What if I told you a handful of something tiny could tack years onto your life? Nuts and seeds might just be that snack. Studies say people who munch on them regularly live 2 to 3 years longer on average. Not a bad deal for something you can toss in your bag, right? Let's crack into why these little guys are such heavy hitters. Start with walnuts. They're basically brain food. Packed with omega-3s, they're like a tune-up for your head, keeping your thoughts clear and your memory humming. Scientists think those fats might even help fend off age-related brain fog. So, when you're crunching on walnuts, you're not just snacking, you're investing in your future trivia nights. Then there's almonds, the cholesterol cops. They roll in with good fats and fiber, keeping that bad cholesterol in check before it can cause trouble. Your arteries stay cleaner, your heart keeps pumping strong. It's like a daily patrol for your ticker. No wonder nut fans tend to outlast the rest of us. And chia seeds, they're the hydration heroes. These tiny specks can soak up 10 times their weight in water, turning into a gel that keeps you steady and energized. Mix them in a drink or sprinkle them on breakfast, and they're quietly working to keep you from drying out, inside and out. Dr. Hinohara, our 105-year-old guru, had a rule about this. Eat them like medicine, not mindlessly by the TV. He wasn't wrong. It's not about scarfing a jumbo bag during a Netflix binge. A small, intentional handful does the trick. Treat it like a ritual, not a free-for-all. That's how you turn a snack into a longevity boost. So, nuts and seeds, they're small, but mighty. Grab some walnuts for your brain, almonds for your heart, or chia for that extra edge. One handful a day, and you're nudging the undertaker a little further down the road. Dr. H knew it. Now you do too. Number 6, avoid sugar and fake foods. Let's get real. Sugar's not your friend when it comes to aging. It's sneaky, sticks to your cells through this thing called glycation, stiffening your joints, sagging your skin, even clouding your brain. Not exactly the glow-up we're after. And processed foods, they're worse, like tossing gasoline on a fire. All that inflammation they stir up just speeds up the clock on your body. Take a page from Okinawa. They've got this figured out. Sugar's fine, but only from whole fruit, like a juicy mango or a crisp apple. Packaged junk? Nope. They skip the candy bars and soda, keeping it natural. That's one reason they're out there hitting 100 while still kicking it. Fake foods don't get a seat at their table, and maybe they shouldn't at yours either. Dr. Hinohara's diet, the 105-year-old routine. So what fueled Dr. Hinohara to 105? No crazy supplements or starvation diets, just simple, smart choices. Here's the breakdown. Breakfast was his quirky kickstart. Coffee with a splash of milk, a little orange juice, and, yep, a tablespoon of olive oil. For my arteries, he'd say, like it was his morning ritual to keep the engine running. Lunch, barely a meal, often just milk and crackers. Often just milk and crackers. Busy people don't need feasts, he'd shrug. Dinner was where it got real. Fish, veggies, a scoop of rice, and twice a week 100 grams of meat, no more, no less. Precision mattered to him. His golden rule? Stop eating at 80% full. He was dead serious. Overweight folks don't hit 100, he'd warn. It's not about deprivation, it's about balance. No gimmicks, just a routine that kept him sharp and strong past a century. The big picture. Here's the truth. Living to 100 isn't about one magic food. It's stacking small wins every day. Eat like the Blue Zone champs. Real, whole stuff, not the processed garbage. Move naturally. Walk, stretch, whatever feels good. And don't sleep on friendships. They keep your soul young. Put it all together, and maybe you'll be the one blowing out 100 candles, still sharp, still strong. So what's your move? Which of these foods are you trying first? Drop it in the comments. I'm curious. And hey, share this with someone you want to grow old with. Let's keep the good vibes going. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest health tips for seniors. Stay strong, stay healthy. I'll see you in the next video.